assimilated
She's
to
not Nigerian.
she's ratchet.
Let me answer this question.
No, I mean you do have
KP,
like a very ratchet, hood rat behavior.
Instagram.
Shut the fuck up, Clubhouse! You don't do this when other people are talking. We've talked about this.
But let me answer your question.
How did you sound? You have like the gutter lingo of like black people from the trenches. Why?
Can I answer your? You keep asking me why? When I get to talk, you say add another thing, sir. So now, let me answer your question. Let me sit up straight and everything. So your question was, how does my African parents feel about this? So, how does your European...
I knew you were going to answer with the fucking question, you dumbass. You said you were going to give a straight answer. Why don't you give the straight answer? You just lied. You said you were going to give a straight answer, but you answered with an answer, or a question.
That's like you built America when it was already built. What do you mean
it was already built, you dumbass?
What's the difference?
The Native Americans didn't build it. The fuck are you talking about? When you came here, there were no roads.
The fallen angels. So what's the difference?
Amazing.
Man, fuck this. I can't do this shit all night. Pepe, I'm tired.
You look, God will never leave with me.
Told you that, and why do you let them lie to you? Like, why don't you go and research
I told myself that.
And a lot of times we've been taught lies.
You many different types. Then we were slaves when y'all wanted us to forgive y'all. Y'all gave us Christianity. So now I'm going through the Bible.
Modella, you're from the line of Ham.
That's what the Bible said.
Yeah, the black people are from the line of Ham.
Not even African American.
So where's their kids?
Fucking insane to hear
Where
this.
are their kids? Where are their kids?
Yeah.
Sometimes you've been taught lies.
Yeah, you are aware.
There's only one race colonizing the whole world and the Bible for the whole world. You guys are the kids of the fallen angels. It don't even make sense. Because guess what? The fallen angels got sent down from heaven for? Because they wanted to be like God. They wanted to be in God's eyes. They wanted to run heaven.
Let me tell you something
What does the
that we were taught growing up in the 70s and 80s. Watch this, Modella.
This is Michael. A special type of gemstone that's extremely difficult to find in the mountains of China. It's not easy to discover, but once found, craftsmen carved in these stunning tables showcase its original vitality in Chinese culture. It wasn't just furniture, it's a statement of national tradition at the time of
You know everything. You're 19, 23 years old. You don't know shit from sugar. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You still got shitty ass.
Like literally. I never said nothing about your ass. I never said nothing to disrespect you, but I'm giving you real facts here.
Over 700 of our...
I'm giving you real facts here, though. You guys enslaved us, gave us Christianity, so I'm using the Bible. The fallen angels they would drop down here because they wanted to be like God. And when they dropped down, they started having sex with the humans that were already here. So where are their children of those fallen angels? Where are the children? It has to be the Europeans, because what did the Europeans come here to do? To be the leader, to be like God, to run everything, and to do everything. So you guys are the children of the fallen angels. So it's like, but more than this is physical, this is spiritual. And you guys, it's like something in Nigeria, it's a saying. It says, when your time comes, brother, you must cry your cry.
So
you
it wasn't white people that...
But at the end of the day, there is an afterlife.
It wasn't white people
There is an
that brought
afterlife.
Christianity to the continent of Africa. It was already expanded prior to that. It was actually occurring under the Roman Empire. And unless you're going to count them as it was occurring in the Middle East, and frankly, in Northern Africa, it was already gaining footholds in it prior to white men going through. And as far as your enslaved part about who built the entire White House, that's partially true. Yes, enslaved labor quarried the stones and helped shape some of the stones and actually worked as alongside stonemasons that were primarily of Scottish and Irish silk. And a lot of the labor that was used was a mixture of free labor around the colonies at that time, or around the individual states, particularly Virginia and Maryland, as well as other communities that were imported. In the original context where the White actually to import masons from Europe. Even though that failed, they brought a bunch over and they incorporated that with slave labor. So there was a mixture
Yeah,
of
so I hear
building.
you, but I'm way past that. I'm
And as
talking
far
about
as the fallen angels thing
before
from your
Christ,
Sky Daddy,
before all of this, you
you're
guys
just
are
making
the
no
children
sense.
of the fallen angel.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But I don't care what Sky Daddy you believe it. But the whole aspect of Christianity being
And
expanded.
Pastor, you're saying that is good, but before you came here, ma'am, I actually got called a nigger a couple of times. I got called a fake African. I got called so many things. But that's why I'm sitting here.
Nobody called you nobody called you those
Okay, if
names.
you didn't call me that, it's in the comments, so I don't have to lie about it.
Mandela, you're lost. This is not the dark side.
So first off, if the word triggers you, then you probably shouldn't be online. For this going, you should be in a debate room. You should be in a heated debate room that's discussing race.
I'm not here. I'm just preaching.
You just literally sat there and said all white people are fallen angels and they're demons. But we are? Oh, okay. So then why is it a problem if they call you an
This is not racism. This is not nothing. This is suicide.
Wait a minute.
Here's what others are doing to think congratulations.
Don't you dare, because I'll jump on your throat. So,
Okay, guys, Monica, don't start shit in my room.
Hello.
again, when we look at this, you just called a whole bunch of white people, every white person a demon seed as a fallen angel. And then you
And
wanted
I
to
got called a
cry.
nigger when I first
So
came.
then, guess what? You're even then. So stop bitching about it.
Okay, I'm not bitching. You're bitching because I called
I'm
you
not. I'm not the
a children of a fallen angel. That's what you are.
Really?
No,
I thought it was a pig.
it's not a
So
bad
this is
thing.
fallen
It's a
angels
good
that's
thing.
been down to earth to start having sex
You
with
know
you.
what? I
Well,
could be a
they're
fallen
children.
angel. I could be a Viking fucking overlord.
Well, I can tell you, I would tell you this much, man. I would tell you
If you
if that
guys
white man is a fallen
if
angel.
I was in the sun,
I would say this, hey, hold on a second, just for 1 second, just 1
I would
second.
die. Why is that? Because you have an evil
Would
thought in your
you
head
listen for a second?
of the fallen angel.
I would say if
That's why you
Brad
have
is a
people in your
fallen
head.
angel, and guess what?
riding a motorized bicycle.
That is gonna be a motherfucker I'll have on the team to slay all you stupid ass black bitches all day.
I've been doing this for a long time, man. Nobody got me up.
Okay, I understand what's on that now. You can't ride anything with a motor unless you have a license. Okay, now, with that.
You still the fallen. You still the children of the fallen angel. Thank you.
Your name after a beer, ma'am. I don't know if we should take you further.
You can't
Actually,
just
I'm
say
named after a wine. Thank
because I'm
you.
not going to open this door with
Much
you saying
better.
That's where the line comes from. That got me some cheap ass where.
I'm definitely a woman, and I actually own it.
Where's from? Where's from?
I need you to just chill for a second.
Tell me the greatest supply.
Google is free. Google is free.
What is the greatest supply?
Google is free, sir.
Is this on the 45th parallel?
Google is free. Go and check.
Because the 45th parallel gonna be the best race. That's wine. Man, tell me where this wine is from if you want to see her talk shit. Because I'm a wine connoisseur. And guess what? You have other people that haven't been here.
Google is free, sir.
I'm serious.
Google is
Oh, you're drinking some cheap ass piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You done fucked around and found out.
You're riding a motorized bicycle.
Where did I find that?
Yes, you can't even afford a nice wine. You can't afford a fucking dinner wine. You can't afford a good Riesling.
Open the door. Search warrant. Open the door.
I'm probably the only one out of this group who is not.
Open the door, or you're gonna
I just curious. Shut up.
I'm the only one out of this group who's not.
Okay,
I got it, baby. No, I got it. Just let me go.
Please just go. Say what you need to say. Because for you to say I can't afford something and you don't want me that's not free. Because I'll lie.
I don't know shit about why you said Mandela.
I'm not a fucking alcoholic. I just
Isn't it a beer with a thing?
yeah, it's a beer.
don't
But hold on, I'm just curious. So you said you're not suffering from inflation. Which part of Arizona?
I live in Wisconsin.
because that's where I live.
Okay, so let's hope we don't meet in this bitch.
I promise you, we don't run in the same circles.
Yeah, I really hope so not, because I remember everyone saying I'm gonna put foul that ass.
Hey, listen, you knew anything from it's
I don't hang out at strip clubs, so I'm probably not gonna run into you.
Oh yeah, I don't be in strip clubs either, sir.
No.
I'm just curious, with that education of yours, what do you do?
I own my own business, I don't work.
Funding a
Oh,
lavish
yeah, you
lifestyle.
don't work, but you own your own business. You have
Suspects
to
fall
pay
under
yourself.
Google searches, including how much time do you get for money laundering? How
So
much
in
time
other
do you
words,
get for
do
fraud?
you take
How
up
much
pages
time do you
on,
get for
so
asset
when you put out
misappropriation?
listings on
Class
what,
1
like,
felony
back
Illinois
pages and
sentencing.
how
What makes a person
Modelo's
not
actually
get
a great
fined
actor.
in Illinois?
Actually, on this
How
Adams,
proof of not
I
misappropriating
got you just
funds?
blush.
That's what I do.
Hey guys,
Wait,
Dr.
wait.
King.
Hey, man, that's the way.
I take back what
Cheap shit.
shut up, I want to talk to her.
I have a campaign for people like you.
Open the door. I have a search warrant. Open the door.
And who took away from the
Yes.
black people and everything that we built
Open
here.
the door.
And don't give us our
Hey guys,
credit.
Dr. Kate Edwards.
That's
So
what
what is
black
your,
people do.
so wait, Aaron, do you do, okay, I'm one of those white people, so what are you gonna do?
Because I may advertise it.
What am I gonna do about what?
Yeah, what are you and your campaign gonna do?
Y'all have a black governor,
What is it doing? It's changing the world.
predominantly
Oh,
black
you're
school
changing the
board,
world.
black officers.
You're changing shit, you fucking so piece of shit.
Africa to America, sir. You get on the story.
And why, and I'm just like, I look at your Instagram, and like, you're fucking disgusting, like,
Yeah, you need to go to the store.
let me look, and I'm curious, why would you go to Scottsdale as opposed to, like, I don't know, Atlanta? Do you know what do you think people in Scottsdale do when they see some fat, nasty fucking...
When they see me and they sit next to me and my age that I am and how I got in social figured it out, like, yeah.
You know what women look like here. You really think you need to compete with them? Seriously? Dressed like a fucking hood rat?
It's always a me versus me thing. Every day I try to be better than my
Has been carrying a gun since she was 10.
Man, you can have these white girls back. Fuck that. I'm out. I'm done.
Sorry, that's what white people do, sir.
Eat F off.
You got him, Brad.
If your freezer isn't soft
No, I mean, no offense, but you live in Scottsdale. When do you see attractive white men ever with someone that looks like you? You don't see it.
Actually,
Actually, you don't. I fucking live here.
no,
I grew up here.
Because it's like, are you even an attractive white man?
I'm telling you what I see all over Scottsdale. I live here.
They're with only the blonde chicks. White.
But no, I mean, I'm just saying, no, when you see, and you know, a lot of people have money in here, a lot of people, you're known for having a lot of attractive people here in Scottsdale. Wendy, I've never seen some white stud with someone who looks like you. You look like a fucking hood rat. You actually look like a goddamn escort. I'm not even saying that just to clown on you. You look like a fucking escort, literally.
We're black on black over here. We're black on black on black.
What black people? There's barely any black people in Scottsdale. What the fuck are you talking about? And the black people here, a good chunk of them are retired professional athletes and shit. Like, wait, you don't fuck with bitches like you?
You only 23 years old.
Right out front.
You said that you not that you are broken 23. What the fuck is you talking
Now
about?
that was about the
If you know anything about that area, see, you've been caught up in several lies. You have also, see, go ahead.
Why? Why beautiful women got PPL
Going to jail for sock?
that's to the back of their ass and lip fillers
Ever wondering
that's
what's
making them
really
look
behind
like
your
a
brain?
I'm reading the fucking question. I got the mute again because you don't know how to shut your fucking mouth.
Keep your hand out of the bag.
23 years old and you
Put
risk.
the phone down and give
So
me an
what I
idea.
don't get is, okay, here in Scottsdale, okay, first of all, your accent would throw everybody off here. You literally sounded like you probably would have the education of a stripper or an escort. Not that I meant
Actually,
Let's get this
sure,
right.
actually,
Here in Harris County.
no, but I'm being serious. But like looking at you, I'm gonna be serious. I don't go to the establishments that generally are not in Scottsdale, where the black community likes to hang out, go to nightclubs mainly because they're not.
I don't even go to nightclubs, sir.
Yeah, amazing, amazing.
Not my clip.
Why are you dressed the way you're dressed on your Instagram? That's what I want to know.
This is how I dress, sir.
In
Okay, but you dress like a
and you
whore.
had an
Okay, what are you? A gay guy. So what's the difference?
No, I'm not.
You are, that's why you stuttered.
There's self-respecting women don't dress like a whore. And no, some of the most beautiful women, they don't feel the need to dress like a fucking whore. Like that's just reality.
So Howard, how long have you been in Houston?
But you literally look like you're a fucking
How long have you
escort.
lived in Houston?
Okay, it's for escort, but the only thing about me, I'm not doing blasphemy. You are.
I would say
Who am I blaspheming?
Because you're taking dick up your ass.
And you had a leg marker on the
I think her daddy. Have you been drinking? Slap her in the fucking head.
Okay, so what is the redeeming value of saying the same shit over and over and over? Agree to disagree and move the fuck on.
You had some heavy hitters. Like the cases of you had some heavy hitters. And you want some attention, you nasty bitch.
Don't have any clothes.
What's your alter ego name? What's your stripper name?
And I don't have any.
Maybe it's just the Department of Children and Families to see what they disease infection. Disease infection
Has been
provided
What's going on here? What's going on? Please pay.
She's making all kinds of bizarre claims, and she's had a lot of disrespectful things to say, which is fine. I get disrespectful back to her.
Well, if she did, then she probably wouldn't have asked what's going on here.
Is Baltimore a safe city? Is it the kind of city that you would want to raise a family and go jogging in without having to be worried about being reckless?
She want to be reckless. That's why
My family is in Baltimore. My mother still lives in the same house in West Baltimore.
Please
Safe
stop.
city. Plus,
No, we're not
the
going to
answer
do
is
this.
definitely yes. Baltimore is a safe city. Okay, you know what the homicide rate is in
I'm the guy who
Baltimore?
lives in Scottsdale, and I'm the one who's saying that.
Exactly no.
First of all, I don't.
About 35
Can I ask you a question? You
100,000.
probably won't
You know what the
answer
homicide
directly.
rate is in
Okay,
the United States?
whoa. You need to shut up so you can actually hear my
I'll tell you
question.
the homicide rate in
No, my
Baltimore is
question
about
is-
5 times the national
Okay, you dumb
average.
bitch.
Do you
My
know
question
how
was,
Baltimore's
why
robbery
did you
rate
move to Scottsdale? I'm just curious why you
compares
moved
to the
here.
rest of the
I think
United
it's a
States?
really weird move for someone like
At the
you.
moment, no,
It's a
I
very
don't.
weird
It's
move
about
for someone like you.
8.4
I
times
could
the national
understand Houston,
average.
Texas,
Do you know how Baltimore's
Atlanta,
assault rate compares to
places
the
where
national
you would
average?
maybe fit in with some of the
About
population,
3.4
but you don't fit in
times.
here.
It's
Seriously.
really good up there. It's not so because there's no
Why the fuck did your family migrate from Europe to fucking Scottsdale?
They didn't immigrate from. I was born in Washington, D.C. My parents are federal employees, and my dad was a drug
They're still from Europe, but why do you guys, why?
Why you're from Africa? Why would an African have more right over land that was inhabited by Native Americans than a European?
Listen, sir.
Well, no, I mean, really, do you think that when they encountered the Buffalo soldiers, the Apaches didn't want to scalp the black soldiers any less than the white soldiers? Like, what do you mean?
Fighting on arrival, fighting for survival. It'd be hard to
Losing a child is an
It's kind of a problem you have with the Native American. Yeah, okay.
She's actually pretty good.
So,
I've never heard anyone get trouble and then
amazing. But I am curious. Yeah, this dumb bitch doesn't know how to shut up. Like, you know, KP had this room earlier. KP had this room earlier, and it was like of these. It was mainly black women getting arrested, and they were just acting very juvenile. And by the way, there's things I noticed in all of those clips. There's obviously mental health stuff going on, like custody.
I don't hate you.
There's two diagnoses.
I don't want you to commit
They had hold on. They had complete emotional dysregulation, and that's why their lives don't work out very well.
If you're looking.
But anyways, no, I mean, I can see this woman being one of those women. She just, how does this woman survive?
I just need to get credit right now. Dude, that was sick. That was his bro. I don't want to steal credit. That way from this. When you said me, maybe. And now you see what the fuck we've been talking about. 4 years, 5 years now.
Parasitic Jews, the country is upstate New York,
This is
Catskills
some
Mountains.
crazy
Within
shit.
the state, many go to summer
These
in bungalow
lunatics.
colonies, which are these gated clusters of bungalows or houses with pools, synagogue, and canteens playground on site. In fact, resident families are so large, there's never a dearth of company.
But I hate this.
I don't want to go back to the noise.
That was because the yo have a motherfucker singing all
Can you tell me, like, what field you work in, Magellan?
You are an absolute failure. You are a disgrace. Close the door. Pick it up.
Do you know how to get? So I grew up here, so the people I went to high school with are still around.
Police in Richmond Heights, Ohio,
Just the people
captured the moment
no living here. Like, they would literally, if they saw me
and
with
using a
the
facial
photograph
recognition
that would
platform,
be so
they
fucking
identified
embarrassing.
them. Take a look at this.
There's no just think about it. Any presentable person, even if they're black,
needs your help finding this
if they were seen with her, it would be like,
vaccination.
where did you get that hoochie mom? Like, what kind of women is he associated
So
for?
for you to feel so much way about a contract,
Well, I don't know. Like, so there's like black women. Okay, so I've talked to NY before. She's in the audience. She doesn't really come off like a hood rat. Miss Riddell definitely doesn't. You know, it's just like, but you come off like super hood rat and like uneducated.
Chairman, I'm going to be honest. I find the testimony today both disgusting, dishonest, and to be gaslighting. I'm going to point it out here. We've heard that we unequivocally denounce anti-Semitism, unwavering support for our Jewish students. We have the zero
Because I know our beautiful sister is gonna strangle somebody. And my devil, you're being an asshole right now because you did not respect your elder.
Oh yeah, my lady, my main partner, is just for the last several years.
Your elders.
Mom's been my partner on this app for years, and she's very beautiful.
What's the point of it?
Not only got me by a couple years.
Shout out to Juan, one of the heaviest female mayors on this app. Shout out to her.
Love her down. She can be an asshole at times. We love her. That's the number 3.
Go fuck yourself, Kaylee. But I'm just wondering for this young lady what kind of drug she's on.
Well, Sarah number 2. So we just welcome her to Stevie back from Atlantic to say Christina.
Okay, so I'm thinking the Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley on drugs.
So is that a track mark on your arm?
You enjoy your stay.
Ready to go home.
Well, we're going to be here for a while. And just, you know, I get to try to destroy one of our residents. And we can't have that. That's a matter for the judge,
This is not a music room.
That's not What kind of business did you have? You just bullshitting this whole time. I'll give you props if you're 23 and running your own business. That's impressive.
Covering his face nearly completely with a mask.
All right, this dumb bitch is going to the audience. I'm done.
WWE's, right? Close to the disturbance. Okay. We're not gonna tolerate it.
You said about tomorrow.
I was going to use some hand sanitizer.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Sir, thank you very much.
Your first name?
Don't ask me my name. You have to that's when you time every move nasty. I feel nasty too. You don't know that.
All those soldiers
You
did
don't
have to.
understand? I don't know.
They had
I'm
to deal
telling
with like
people my name.
Baycovers
So I'm
as
asking.
well as like the Apaches and other groups, and they killed black people.
You as a Jew, how do you feel about potentially having the first Muslim mayor here in New York City?
There's a whole bunch of tribes they loosely translated into like river people, but they had to constantly move back and forth between Mexico and Arizona because the Apaches were always like raiding them and killing them.
Because you had to jump over to the Rangers and all that shit. We mainly hunted down because they had nothing really here. And they said they looked like you and I, if you're Black American. That's how Buffalo Soldiers got started, because of wool on the buffalo. Don't listen to this bullshit. And we fucked up our own people as natives. We was killing them motherfuckers. We fucked up some Mexicans. Fucked y'all up.
To be fair, not all Native Americans are like. I think it's strange when people. Some of these tribes, I can understand like why you'd be proud to be Apache, but they're like. There's no other group. I mean, they literally massacred other Native Americans. Like, there's that. I think it was like San Clemente Island off of the coast of California. I believe that's the island. There's a literal genocide where a bunch of what the fuck do you call them? The people along the Aleut, from the Aleutian Islands, they went by boat or canoe, whatever the fuck they had, a bunch of them, and they went to the island all the way down to Southern California, and they got into an argument because like the local natives there were saying, dude, you guys are like killing all of our seals, like stop. And then they ended up bludgeoning all of the men to death.
And then, if you know anything about the Iroquois, the Senecas, and Ottawas, and Chips, and we teamed up with them, we got our asses whooped by Dakotas and Lakotas. We got our asses whooped. We had to take our ass back to the goddamn Ohio plains. We got fucked up.
Can you
They only had like 1,000 people.
you at all?
Say again?
Stop saying we. We're not claiming you.
I'm a sage. We got our ass whooped.
Take my people with me. Together we are going to love everyone. Far across the river.
And trust me, you don't want me to get to singing. I was singing a Pele song. No, I'm not trying to fuck you. No, I don't even want you around my grandchildren. You're 23. I don't want you around for anything but you.
What's for what?
I'm not in the woods. I'm in front of Notre Dame Church in Montreal here.
Oh, it was
more money, and then that's when the apprentice came in. So the dude is like a dirt bag on top of a dirt.
Let me add.
And he just keeps getting away with it.
Let me add one more thing that is usually not connected because nobody talks about it, but I actually knew this guy. So the guy that used to approve Trump's loans at Deutsche Bank, again, the only bank that would approve, died in Malibu in 2019 by, suicide. So
Scotty, you're dropping too many bombs on me, man.
I'm just saying.
Ribs are hurting.
Look, I'm just saying. It's like I don't know what's going on here, but there's too many weird coincidences here. He was 55. I'll post a link to the article, by the way.
They're not weird, nigga.
No, you got it, Mike.
Oh, sir, the lady speaking? My bad, Sloan, please.
No, go on. You guys go, I'll go.
Well, I was just gonna... Oh, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was literally about to say, no, just go ahead, but yeah, you definitely.
No, I was kind of thinking, just throwing, when you think about all these scenarios and stuff that happen, the reason I said that J.D. Vance against Donald Trump Jr. for a bid at the White House is because I just imagine a mirroring of Donald Trump against Elon. And so I could see the, we're going to, the vengeance, the legacy, we're going to continue the fight. And, we know that Vance came up, he got his education by both Elon. They paid for his education. The PayPal founders paid for his education, which is Elon and Peter Thiel. And naturally, I think Donald Trump Jr. would, the revenge of the Trump family thing. That's why I said Donald Trump against Elon specifically in that sentence.
Oh, and just let me add one more Deutsche Bank executive suicide to the chat. Thank you. That's two.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, these things happen, and we just go about our business like nothing to see here. Remember, like when there were like three tech, Silicon Valley CEOs that just went off planet in maybe the span of a 2 week or a month period. Yeah, I remember that. It wasn't that long ago, maybe a year or two ago. Bueller.
I mean, I only remember the Bed Bath & Beyond guy, but...
And I remember the guy was killed. Is that what you mean?
There were two or three or whatever that literally that died in it was a very short amount of time that it happened. But I won't be telling us because I have to go back because nobody remembers it. I'll definitely get off of it. All I was gonna say to what you were saying about that slow is that I do agree that they do sort of put people up that they want to come up, but it's when I look at just our presidents that we've had, there seems like you have to have some type of a likability factor and a personality, and I don't feel like that those people that you mentioned have the it factor that would allow them to be put in. I just don't think that it's a point we just don't go or disagree on. I just think that there's a popularity factor, there's a something to that. I don't think you can just be there.
No, I agree with that, but how easy is that to do? That's just some more marketing, right? And it's just propagandizing the American people. That's easy to overcome, right? Yeah, they may not have a natural one, but a natural likability factor for somebody like you all that think more deeply about these topics. But we know that the base doesn't think so deeply about these topics, and he can switch his ideals about Trump being a dog to not being a dog, and they accept him, or just all of it, because they don't think so deeply about it. They don't analyze it, and you just need a little bit of marketing. And but I agree with you. He's Trump, Tucker's likable. I agree with all of that for sure.
America doesn't really like JD. Remember when he originally was called out to be the vice president? They didn't really like him. You had people that came in the room that was like, I can't believe he chose this piece of shit.
$249 million will get you whatever you want. And Elon wanted him. I mean,
but it was a Trump choice, and people still love Trump, right? So that's still the cult.
He likes people that make him look better. He don't care about whoever's there. It's people that are disposable, expendable. It's the same kind of politic game, but amplified.
Patty, Vance also had that book out that was popular. They made it into a movie, or I don't know if it was a movie or series.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Yeah, but who was that popular with?
Actually, liberals.
Right, it wasn't popular with the conservatives. That was
Definitely wasn't popular with the people he wrote about.
Right.
No.
Right, and he was on literal talking points. Literally was a never Trumper. He called Trump America's Hitler. That's something pretty bold to say, like, you know, when you got a camera in your face. JD, man, I just said him and his brown wife and his brown kids, you know, I just don't see that. And again, this the hill I'm gonna die on, and I'm gonna keep getting heat, and I just have to like wait it out to see.
Lord, he kicked himself out the room.
No, says the guy.
Okay, look, I got a clip that I want to play for you guys.
Wait, what the hell? Shit.
I have a clip that I want to play for you guys. Here, buddy. I'm finally home. Welcome to the 14th.
Man, I swiped myself out. Yeah, did I get out my Gavin Newsom before I got out?
You did not. We didn't get anything about Gavin Newsom before you left, Michael.
Yeah, back it up.
You don't hear me? Go ahead, Michael, because I have a clip they're going to play. Can y'all actually hear me? Because if not,
Yeah, you're good, Lisa.
Go ahead, Mike. Do your thing while I get my clip together.
All I was gonna say is the hill that I'm gonna die on, and my whole thing is like the popularity, like what, just moving the people, like Donald Trump moved the people, and Obama moved the people. The people just, Gavin Newsom is my presumptive favorite. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna get heat for it until, like, you know, we get to 2028. I'm just gonna ride with that. But I do think it's gonna be Gavin Newsom. If you watch how he's moving, if you look at how he looks, how he presents himself, how he's going against Trump, I just think that because we're in an area where people, it's idiocracy now, like people are dumb, and the way that they're moving in this world and their decisions, I think he's the perfect candidate for where we are as a country right now.
I agree with that, Michael.
Me too.
Wait, who's the perfect candidate for where we are right now?
Gavin Newsom.
I said that, but y'all was there hating. Talk about this, that, and the third, that he's too left.
Oh, Lisa, that was because you were all about the looks. Why nobody listening to you Google over him?
Oh, listen to y'all. So now y'all want to get on board, though.
Yeah.
Now y'all want to get on board, though. But you need all of that, Sloan. To go against what we're going, we gotta, as usual, the Dems gotta be more, better, best. I mean, come on now. We gotta really put up somebody who's the key.
I keep recommending he's a great follow on Instagram because he literally, even his team, like he's going at Donald Trump.
Well, I'll
But
see
it's
what I
time
can find
to
out
take the
now.
gloves off.
Yeah,
Say real quick. 1 sec, water, please. It's just like, to Michael's point, it's like time the Dems take the gloves off, and I think, you know, Newsom showed some teeth when he stood up to Trump and actually had him cleared, you know, give his state the National Guard power that the governor should have to begin with.
Obama told them yesterday to get their shit together and quit being so.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna play that
so
clip.
silly.
I'm gonna play the Obama clip. Has anybody played it in the room yet? Yo. Okay, we're gonna do the Obama clip, but first I want you guys to listen to your fearless leader. I'm sorry I have to do. Oh my God, it's killing me. I'm sorry I have to do this to you guys, but we're gonna listen to Goofball, and it's not that long, and we're gonna stop, of course, in between. It's not that long, but he says so. You just listen. I ain't gotta explain nothing. All I'm gonna do is press play. And then you guys check this out, and then we're going to talk about Obama, because you know, you black men got insulted big time the last time Obama had anything to say about anything, when he was saying, y'all need to get out there. You black men need to get out there and vote for Kamala. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what he said. And y'all got highly offended.
Don't be lying on Obama. Don't be lying on Obama.
I'm not lying on Obama. I'm telling them, I'm saying that the black men got highly offended the last time he said anything about anything. So,
What black men, what caliber of black men? Was it incels? Because I don't remember a lot of black men were getting.
What's his face? DJ Fridays.
Incel? Yeah, thank you, just incel.
That was such a dumb ass argument. Yeah,
That's a different tribe. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would get mad at somebody trying to encourage you to vote and giving you the importance and the urgency? Why would you get mad? It's just dumb and dumber. You know what I'm saying? And just crazy talk. So
my recollection too was it was some black women that were upset too, the MAGA kind.
And I believe, to y'all point, I believe that's what he was asking everybody to do, was support black women. He was asking black men to support black women. I think he was getting in people's stuff about that. I can't completely remember, but I believe that's when he was talking about
black
young men.
women have stood side by. He said black women have stood on the side of black men. It's time for black men.
Still is. It's time for us maybe to move around. No, I'm kidding.
And it happened in Pittsburgh. He was also talking. He did have a section where he was talking about black men, but he was also talking to all men. And it's just because of the clip and how people got upset, that kind of got skipped over. But he was addressing all men as well.
Please tell. Were we talking about Newsom still?
No.
Oh, okay.
Barack Obama.
No, we're not talking about Newsom. Okay, so let me.
Lisa, I wanted to give you a quick breaking news on Newsom. It has been revealed that the California farm that was using the child labor after being exposed by ICE and federal agents raid yesterday is a $100,000 donor to Gavin Newsom, and they're now under federal investigation.
Water. Were you here when they were talking about why the kids were on the cannabis farm? Because they went with their parents because they had nowhere to take them for daycare. They had nowhere. So when they, like back in the good old days, y'all don't remember this. You don't remember this, Water. When we were slaves on the plantation, we had to take our kids with us on the field, some of them on our back, some of them pulling at the hem of our skirt, some of them right next to us. You don't remember that, Water? Or were you out sick that day?
But hold up. You telling me this is $1 trillion industry, right? This ain't cotton, y'all. This is cannabis.
I don't care if it's fucking, what do they call those artichokes?
You don't care if it's
don't matter what they were picking.
Artichokes ain't $50
It don't matter what they were picking. These are immigrants. They're here illegally. The kids can't go to school anymore. They're afraid of ICE coming. They're getting permission to go into the schools. So yeah, you're right. In this atmosphere, if I had kids and I gotta go make a couple of bucks real quick, unfortunately, and I mean unfortunately, I might have to take little Shakita with me because I cannot afford to either stay at home or leave my kids at home. Yeah. And not only are illegal immigrants do it, some other people are doing it because one kid died.
Well, hold up. There ain't not one Shakita. There's a gang of Juanitas. And I'm going to just say it like this.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not fighting on those kind of issues. Okay, be silly later.
Well said, Water. Well said.
Let me just say it like this, though. I'm going to keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it to the facts. That owner of that farm, this is where it really gets tangled.
Oh my God.
Former cop. So you, one, didn't pay your employees enough, and then two, you dropped a dime on them. We're living in a fantasy land if we're going to pretend he didn't go to jail, y'all. He didn't go to jail. Bless, I know you don't care because you are cartel. I don't want to talk to you, but that is what it is.
The owners never go to jail. Like that's, if you notice, none of the business owners get arrested. It's just the workers.
And it was just this farm that got clipped. So how come all the other farms didn't get clipped?
Wait, so you're saying...
Do you want to know where to invest that?
But you say the farm owner called ICE on his own workers?
So that he can get money?
That's very common.
And the dude died. One dude died, fell off the roof.
And Scotty, that's I don't know exactly what happened in this particular case, but a lot of people are saying that it's a way to get, basically to get like the free labor before everything goes down.
is that, you know, you have them working and then you call ICE. It's really disgusting. You know.
Yeah.
Do we have any proof of this, or what we doing?
Did he still have crop? Like, that's why I'm confused.
I'm trying to stay focused on one topic at a time, but I can give you the receipts for that. If you look at Glass House Farms, the owner, you'll see his name. I forget his name.
I'm a little confused too because I get the grift of these
construction workers.
Of these lowlifes, like trying to squeeze out maybe a couple of days of free work before they pay him and the rate happens, but they're not trying to hire, you know, they still have to have a workforce. You know, they're not looking to hire Americans that are going to ask for more.
And I can see it happening at a construction site where you have, like, from January till November, you're gonna have X amount of houses built on this plot of land, and it has to be sold. So you might have them work until September and then get them out of there because you don't fucking need them no more. But with farm,
that's what I first heard about it. Was on
but
construction sites.
Yeah, but with this farmland and the illegals, what a lot of people don't realize is they bust them to the next trunk, right? It's like a community of farmers that share these freaking migrant workers.
Right.
So, like, if it's corn in the fall, then they go to the cornfields, and then if it's weed in January, then they're in the weed fields. Like, they share these people.
Wouldn't this guy be sabotaging himself?
Right, that would be sabotaging his own fucking, like,
Yeah, but there's no shortage of workers, though. That's the thing. So I would agree with that if there was a shortage of workers. They feel like it's just easy to flip it and get new work.
How when you got ICE out? This would be different if ICE wasn't a thing. Like, it's hard to get people to even show up to the farm.
I'm trying to address Moose's point, because that, I mean, yeah, you would have to pay them more, like, but that is the whole point. Like, there's tons of money in this industry. If there's not enough money for your employees, it's the same as these food farms. You're either too big, you need to scale down, or you got to transition and start automating if you don't want to pay these workers. But there's so much money in this industry. There's no excuse not to pay anyone a living wage. And enough to give your kids daycare, you know?
Well, yeah, okay, so when they start getting rid of the migrants, which they're doing right now, they will have to do that. That's what's going to have to happen, because there's nobody going to be available to pick in the conditions that are currently set up. No one's going to do. Now, look, I wouldn't mind doing the cannabis farm. What's his name said it was very labor intensive, but, you know, I have alternate reasons to be out there. If I gotta pick something, if I'm regulated to pick something, I'll have my hand up when they say cannabis farm, because I'll be out there chewing leaves and picking at the same time.
I'm not doing that.
I'm saying if I had to, they get either that or death. I don't know what to do. So
y'all understand though, that's how the country and the wealth was built. That's how, like, Great Britain. When you see, like, Queen Elizabeth back in the day when she was, like, young, Queen Elizabeth in the Congo was, like, people, like, bringing, like, diamonds and shit out of mines or whatever. I'm saying you get free labor. That's how you build it. Nobody wants to pay their labor. Like, our country was built on that. That's the whole thing about slavery. Like, nobody is going to pay them wages. Nobody's going to give them, they want free labor. That's why what they're trying to do with this idiot that talked about the people on Medicaid, like forcing them to go out and not realizing the people on Medicaid are always working. They want slave labor. That's how people get paid, is like free labor.
That is so true. Okay, so huh?
Oh, I just agree.
All right, here, let me do this real quick, y'all, so we can have. He's getting off the plane. That's what Fast forward. Porky's trying to walk the down. Airport. It's taking Porky a long time to walk down the steps. What can I do? Hold on.
We're used to it. Sounds like Royal's background.
This is Porky walking down the steps of Air Force One. As soon as he gets to the bottom, it's taking him a minute now. Okay, hold on. What is going on? Okay, here.
Financial people in the world. You got everybody there from Larry King. Everybody.
What would you say to somebody that hasn't tried therapy before?
Just ask yourself if what you're doing in your life right now is working.
Everybody else, you can imagine, having a really great day and a very productive day. I think we're over now as a country, we're over $15 trillion of investment, and there's never been anything like that. In the history of our country, there has not been anything like it or even close. So, okay, do you have any questions?
Mr. President, you obviously announced Indonesia's deal today. You announced Indonesia's trade deal today. How many more trade deals beyond the letters will you announce before August 1st?
We're working on probably 5 or 6. Of the 5 or 6, I'm not sure I really want to do them. You know, you want somebody that knows how to negotiate. But we'll probably have 2 or 3. You know, we insist on opening up the country, which is a big deal. Indonesia was great. He's a great president. We made a terrific deal where they opened up the entire country to trade with the United States. We weren't allowed to go in and trade. I think something similar will happen with, I would say, India, and we have a couple of others. But I have to tell you, for the most part, I'm very happy with the letters. You know, the letters are a deal. You know, I can't explain it any better. The letters are a deal. The press doesn't want to pick that up. But I will veer from those deals on occasion when somebody is willing. Like if Japan would open up their country, they don't do that. They just don't do that. And I don't either, I don't subscribe to it one way or the other. But they won't do that. So we might just stick with the letter. South Korea is inclined to maybe do that. So we'll let you know. But we have letters out. Every time I send out a letter, essentially that's a deal. Mr. President, why you give August 1st? But the date that you gave August 1st, right. Why stick with the date that you're saying that, you know, payments start on August 1st? The only thing about that's really sacred about August 1st is that's when payments start. So they have to start paying billions of dollars to you and people. Are you a citizen of the country? All right, good. You'll be very happy because you're going to be getting a lot of money. Just like they found a budget surplus. We have a budget surplus of $25 billion. Everyone said, how did that happen? It hasn't happened in many years. It happened because...
Okay, what is he talking about? First of all, he said the payments are going to start August. No. I'm sorry. Every time he sends a letter to a country, that means it's a deal. And payments are going to start in August. And we all going to have, if you're a citizen, we all going to have a lot of money. What, you guys understand any of this? This is your president talking right now.
The letter is crazy. The letter is crazy. You saying that certified? Signature required, I hope?
This little damn letter.
There's no way that counts as a deal.
I feel like I understand what this is. This is somebody that wants to be like, he wants to be a consequential president. He wants to be Barack Obama. He wants to be something so bad, and he does not know, like it's not in him. He doesn't know how to care about people. He thinks that he's doing this shit like people are going to be happy about what he talks about. I don't know if he's ever taken a public speaking course before. I doubt it. This motherfucker makes so many I statements. Everything is about him, what he's done, and it's just, he literally, it's interesting because like the dichotomy of like listening to him because he thinks he's doing shit for the American people or people don't love what he's doing, but everything he's talking about is like him, and it's like pumping his ego and what he can do. It's ridiculous to listen to. I hate listening to this fucker.
And everyone next to him, you know what they're doing. I don't know who these two clowns are standing next to him. I don't recognize them. I don't know them. Well, I do recognize them. I just don't know their names. They're shaking and bobbing their heads like everything he's saying is on point, and they doing it, you know, with their chest out. I was like, what is he talking about? So
it's a damn shame that Flavor Flav is black. Because Flavor Flav would have been perfect in this cat.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous. That's the first segment of this. He's talking, this is breaking news from him coming off of the plane, and he's talking about Russia, tariffs, and Jerome Powell. That's what he's talking about on this clip. It's almost done, but it's just the weirdest shit to listen to President Trump. I just said President Trump. To listen to Trump talk with no kind of, what do you call it, the prompters to help guide him along. So let me finish the rest of this. This is insane. Okay, hold on, y'all.
Good management and tariff.
You plan to release more details of the Vietnam, China deal. There's going to be a paperwork released to the public.
I might. I don't think it matters how much you release of the deal. We have a Vietnam deal, and I would say that that deal is being pretty well set, very well set. Again,
For anyone with high blood sugar, do not drink cold water. Did you know type 2 diabetes is a completely reversible condition?
again, that's an opening of their country. They've opened it up. Just so you know, these were closed countries. They were wonderful people, wonderful leaders, very strong, smart leaders. But their countries were closed to us, but our country wasn't closed to them. And so I said, you got to open up your country. So we're going to see. But the Vietnam deal, we may open it. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you. Is it necessary? No. Yeah, I don't think so.
Mr. President, in Ukraine, why did you settle on giving Putin another 50 days? It seems like he's had a lot of time to
I don't think it's a long time. I think really the question should be asked, why did Biden get us into that ridiculous war? Why did Biden bring us there? That should never, ever have happened, that war. This is Biden's war. I'm just trying to end it because we're saving a lot of lives.
Why do you think his opinion will change in 50 days when it hasn't over the last?
A lot of opinions change very rapidly.
Okay, y'all heard what he just did. He can't help himself. Biden's war. And I'm just trying to end it.
Can we play a drinking game one night where we just like play one of his speeches and every time that he does fine we take a shot?
No, someone should make a
every time he said
I'll be drunk.
We'll be hammered.
That's the purpose.
And so now we're going to blame this on Biden when he said that he would stop this in 24 hours. Now we're going back to, this is Biden's war, and I'm just trying to stop it.
I don't think he mentioned while opening the doors of Indonesia that he's actually opening them with a 19% tariff.
Oh, no, he didn't mention that. No, he
he probably just conveniently forgot, yeah.
Yeah, this your boy. Okay, we almost done with him, so we can move on. Hold on.
It'll be 50 days. Might be much sooner than 50 days.
To that end, when do you think the first Patriot missiles, some of these weapons that our allies
they're already being shipped.
From what countries?
They're coming in from Germany and then replaced by Germany, and in all cases, the United States gets paid back in full. And so what's happening, as you know, is the European Union, if you look, mostly European Union stuff, but let's put it in the form of NATO. It's very similar. But NATO is going to pay us back for everything. In some cases, we're going to be paid back by countries of the European Union directly.
I'm starting to see this.
But we're always getting our money back in full. So we're not going to have any more investment to make. We're getting our money back in full. And if we can make a deal, that'd be great. We're saving 5,000 or 6,000 soldiers a week. They're Russian and they're Ukrainian soldiers. They're not American soldiers. And we won't have boots on the ground. But it's a shame. 5,000, last week they say 7,100 soldiers, both Russian and Ukraine, were killed.
If you're asking about Iran, have you seen any progress in talks in Iran? We haven't really heard about that in a while.
Well, they want to talk. I'm in no rush to talk. And they would like to talk. I'm in no rush to talk because we obliterated their site. They'd have to start all over. In fact, it's obliterated to the point that it's not usable anymore. They'd have to pick a different mountain. That mountain is so blown up inside and so unstable that they would have to pick a different mountain. Our people really did the job. Yes, please.
On the fact, Sheriff, would you fire Jerome Powell over the Treasury Foundation?
Well, he spent $2.5 million building this place. I have to say this.
Do you want to know where to invest $1,000?
Yeah, wait a minute. He said that there won't be American people there with these missiles. Patty, isn't that counter to what he was saying about the batteries? I thought batteries were like people, like that are going to be operating the Patriot missiles.
Yeah,
Like,
he said batteries.
I
But
thought
I
that was
think
us.
he's stupid. I think he's stupid. He probably thought Duracell batteries.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. He's probably thinking Duracell batteries. But he said that people are going to be there. He said that they're going to be boots on the ground, but they're not going to be us. They're going to be the Germans and the
Yeah, but when we played it, he actually said that we're giving them the whole package, and he was like, we're giving them. She said, including the batteries. He said, yes, the batteries, the missiles, the systems, everything.
He's a dumbass, yeah.
Trump is so eloquent.
Disarming.
So basically, we're like Germany, whatever Germany currently has, he's giving it to Ukraine, and then we're gonna give missiles to replace what Germany gave to Ukraine. That's what I heard. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
But they're purchasing it. They're purchasing it.
Okay. So
the store closing.
Yeah. No, because I did hear there was some meeting where they were saying Europe was saying, yeah, we need to step up and we're gonna try to give them weapons, and I was like, well, how's that gonna happen? I thought that we already sent the package, but now it's starting to make sense, like how the flow is getting to them, and we getting some change in the process. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of good, but it's
Is it really a win though? It's not.
Well, I'm curious to know if Putin's gonna hit on Russia now, because like, are they gonna try to hit us first or Russia first, or are they gonna try to hit Germany first or America first? Because I'm thinking this is a retaliatory situation, right? Like.
From World War II.
Who is Russia gonna? Why Russia would hit Germany? If Russia hits Germany, it's NATO, right?
True.
Right.
That's true.
So I don't think they're gonna hit. I don't think they're that stupid.
I think they're not that stupid, Mom. All right, Mom. I hope not.
I hope they're not. Let's put it in that. I don't think that. Yeah.
Okay, y'all want to hear the rest of this, or you want to move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I can. You ready to move on? Let me see if I can push it forward, because I don't know what else he's talking. Hold on for a second.
Scared. I want to hear Obama go off. Loser come.
Okay, no, he's just still continuing talking till the end of this thing about Jerome Powell. Unless you guys are interested in that, I'll move on to Obama. What say you?
Obama.
Okay, got it. I got it. I just want to make sure, because that's what he's talking about now. Nobody asked him about the Epstein files. He just got off this plane 3 hours ago. Nobody. I guess they're scared now to ask him, because every time they start talking about it, he throws some type of tantrum. So the press has got it. They got it. If you're gonna go in front of him now, you better not ask about Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Also, wag the dog, Lisa. Like now, it's the weapons to Ukraine. It's moving the conversation away from Epstein. The news cycle moves so quickly. It's like
I know, right? Yeah, it's just okay. I got Obama here. News about Barack Obama. Blunt message for Democrats. He gonna say, "Get the." Let let me see if I can pull it up here. I don't want to hear her talk. I want Obama to talk. Let's see. I think it's this one. Hold on, guys. News about Barack Obama. It might be the CNN one because I don't want the commentators to talk. I want you guys to hear Barack Obama say this. Where's that one? Okay, I'm gonna play this one. Hopefully this is gonna be good. Stop whining and tighten up. Yeah, I think it's the 6-minute one. All right, hold on.
He said man up. That's all.
Huh? He said man up?
Yeah, he said man up. Stop being a bitch. Man up. Let's fucking go. That's what he was saying to Democrats.
It's as clear as day, as clear as daylight. I mean, the message was not lost. Everybody understands. Now the Democrats just need to respond. Nut up or shut up. No, wait, I take that back. Get the job done. Get the job done. I hope he continues with this too. I want to hear like once a week, just telling the Democrats, where you at? I don't see nothing.
Former President Barack Obama delivered a dose of tough love to Democrats at a private DNC fundraiser over the weekend. Obama urged Democrats in despair over the state of the country to toughen up and do something. NBC News obtained excerpts of Obama's remarks from the president's team, which read in part this. I think it's going to require a little bit less navel-gazing, a little less whining, and being in fetal positions. It's going to require Democrats to just toughen up. Obama went on to say he wasn't surprised by what President Trump has done, but that he has been surprised by Democrats who, quote, stood for all kinds of stuff, who seem like they're kind of cowed and intimidated and shrinking away from just asserting what they believe, or at least what they said they believe. The former president pressed liberals to stop wallowing in disappointment and take action, saying, quote, what's being asked of us is make some effort to stand up for the things that you think are right and be willing to be a little bit uncomfortable in defense of your values. If we do our jobs over the next year and a half, then I think we will rebuild momentum and we will position ourselves to get this country moving in the direction it should.
Some tough love there, Gene Robinson, but there have been examples. For instance, I brought it up on this show. U.S.
I did not want them to read it. I wanted Obama to speak. Does anybody have a clip of him saying this?
Can anybody do an impression of him?
Let me see. I'll look for it.
No, but it sounds like it was a private event, so there's not probably going to be an audio.
I could do an impression. That's about it.
Yeah,
Is this company?
Yes, I seen you got.
When he give his speech, Lisa. Lisa.
Yes,
In your latest ad, when did he give the speech?
What did you say?
When did he give the speech? Was it
Friday? Okay. Former President Barack Obama issued a call to action for Democrats at a private fundraiser in New Jersey on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Private?
Yeah. Let me see. Here's something. Hold on. Let me see.
Talking about getting out of the fetal position. Is that how you would describe the state of the Democratic Party right now? I think people are trying to grapple with the unraveling of what we have assumed for a very long time was
a nation impervious to the type of autocracy and authoritarian regime that we see unfolding in front of us. But I think the response is in line with President Obama, which is that we've got to take action. We can't simply react. We have to lead. And that means not just those who are elected officials or those who are party officials. It's anyone who shares our values, anyone who believes in fairness and opportunity, who believes in dignity and in justice. We are the ones who have to take leadership and ownership of this moment. We've got to show that democracy can deliver. That doesn't just mean those who are in elected office. It means anyone who sees a neighbor in need. We lead with our values, so we show up and we help. And yes, that's our job in this moment. What they want us to do with their attempt to freeze our sense of capacity, they want us to just curl into the fetal position. But what we've got to remember is that before we had money, before we had power, we had each other. And the way we get back to power, the way we save our nation from those who want to tear it apart, is that we stop waiting for someone to come and help us, and we do it ourselves.
The idea of stop waiting for the Messiah is one of the things that Obama had to say. And then you've got people who were not elected, as you point out, but not everyone's neighbor is Mark Cuban, although he is criticizing the party's officials, and he gave a new interview. And I want to read for you a little bit what he said. He said that the Trump sucks message is not the way to win. Talk to me a little bit about the messaging that Democrats should put forth. Is it the help thy neighbor, or is it something more substantial?
It's a combination. I have a podcast, Assembly Required, and on my podcast, I refuse to simply attribute everything that's going wrong to the current president, because this is a joint decision by a complicit Congress and by a conservative judiciary that is handing power over. I recently spoke about the 10 steps to autocracy. This isn't just about whether or not they shut down the Department of Education or they raid the city of LA. This is about whether they believe in the fundamental values of democracy, and they don't. And if they do not believe in those values, we've got to live those values even harder. Our responsibility is to understand what their intention is, to expand executive power, to constrain any competition, to put loyalists in charge, and to basically ensure that we never again have free and fair elections where we get to choose our leaders. And if we know what's coming, then the way we solve it is by helping each other, by making sure that we understand what's going on, that we don't become so afraid and broken and numb to the behaviors that we forget that this is our country too, and we are in this together. Patriotism isn't partisanship.
About this, though, I mean, obviously,
you need to tweak an asset without messing everything up. Luckily, there's a...
I can't find with him speaking. I
just posted it in the chat. It's called Obama Calls on Democrats to Just Toughen Up. It's in the chat. It's a YouTube piece. It is him speaking live.
Vacation. Can you pull that?
It's 8 minutes and 23 seconds though, but you can move forward. But he's fired up. He's talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We can listen to all 8 minutes of that.
Well, Haitian's not on the stage anymore. I need somebody who can pull it, because I'm on a I'm on a desktop.
Yeah, okay.
I can't pull it.
I'm gonna try to pull it up. Try to pull it up, but you know when I do my roadcaster, it gets kind of wonky, at least for me. But I'll try to do it.
Okay, I'm happy to help if you need one. Give me the link. I can pull it for you.
Oh, great.
The link is in there. Is in the chat right now. The link is in the chat right now.
I think that's the Harris Wallace.
Which one is it?
When he was in a link.
It is the. Yeah, so I just put it in there. It's right above you, I guess. It's
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
Thank you guys for finding that. I don't know why I couldn't find it.
I had actually
Teamwork versus DreamWork.
I put her podcast in there, but let me grab this for you. Hang on a sec.
The team is working overtime. No, we are working overtime.
Okay. So let me grab it. Hang on.
Thank you guys for assisting us with the 420 breakdown.
Hey guys, this is U.S. Senator John Ossoff in Georgia. And before you skip this ad, just hear me out.
It is good to be.
All right. Am I unmiked? I am. Okay.
This isn't the private fundraiser.
And this is where the lineup is headed.
Oh no, yeah, this sounds like a campaign stop, y'all.
Okay, this is the one you
the private fundraiser, I doubt that there's something from that. If it was a fundraiser, I doubt literally that's why they were reading transcripts.
Yeah, because what I put in was actually a whole podcast of Stacey on American autocracy and her new chapter. That's not what you're looking for. So what are you looking for? Maybe I can find it for you.
It's a fundraiser that happened in New Jersey on last Friday, where Obama was telling the Democratic Party to toughen up.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Okay.
Okay. With him actually talking and not these comments, because I'm surprised that no one has the clip, even on the mainstream media.
I actually watched it, so hold on a second.
Oh, you did? Oh my God, okay.
Yeah, hang on. I gotta find it. Give me 2 minutes.
This wasn't it, though. I'm surprised. I thought this was it, though. It says just toughen up, but it's like a speech.
Yeah,
so like,
it does say that. Let's just see.
It's probably his overall theme, and I think listening to him.
Former President Obama has some harsh words for his former President Obama.
I found the YouTube clip.
All right, you guys. Am I off mic? Am I good?
You're off mic, yes, ma'am. So far, so good.
All right, here we go.
Former President Obama has some harsh words for his party as Democrats struggle to rebrand. According to excerpts of his remarks at a DNC fundraiser last week, Mr. Obama called on Democrats to take a stand against President Trump, saying in part, quote, it's going to require Democrats to just toughen up. Meanwhile, several high-profile Democrats, including Governor Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg, are already laying the groundwork for potential White House runs in 2020.